So while I'm thinking about this, I'm just going to record this. We have an update to our homeowner's next door neighbor situation. So I'm assuming that you guys complained about our island here. We got a notice from the HOA that we need
It wasn't, in all honesty, it wasn't us. So to give you a little background, we used to just meet annually.
Mm-hmm.
Now the meetings are taking place quarterly, and the yard and flower beds and weeds and blah, blah, blah for this property was one of them.
The lady who lives next door is the president and a lawyer. She had a landscaping company come over today, and she's really angry about our weed issue and the clothesline in our backyard. And we put up a tiny itty bitty antenna, which I took some pictures of and I'll show right here, of what it looked like. And I understand that it needed approval, so we immediately took it down. I came outside and asked why they're walking around on our property. And she said that she'd been working with the landowner and they'd been trying to get us to take care of our land and our property, and we weren't doing it, so she was taking care of it for us. I told her then to no one is allowed on our property. She told me that it's not my property, which is technically true because we're trying to buy this from Ron. We're in a lease purchase agreement with him. So I again told her to she's not allowed on no one's allowed on the property. And the main concerns are, I have been spraying the weeds. I've been doing the stuff. I'll show it here shortly. You can see. And if they just have people come out and spray our grass, it could permanently damage it. It could do worse. There's a million things. We have kids. I have 10 kids. And they run around barefoot all the time. And to have someone come spray poison that I don't know what it is offensive to me. Another thing that's offensive to me about this whole situation is she offered to help us trim the trees.
You know, I have the tools to trim all of the bushes and everything, and I am more than happy to come over and trim as long as you guys bag stuff up and put it away. Because I don't see any reason why you should have to go out and buy stuff.
Yeah, if you don't really, we've got the new baby.
I know, exactly. There's just so much.
Time.
I am more than happy as long as you guys bag it up and throw it on the curb.
Heck yeah.
I mean, that's just being neighborly, is
thank
helping
you.
out.
For sure.
So
No,
I'm more
absolutely.
than happy to do that.
I took her up on it. I said, yeah, please, we would appreciate that. You know, we're really busy with the new baby and lots of kids and stuff, and she was very understanding and assured me that she'd be helping us. So I get this email today forwarded from Ron, showing the pictures that she took of our place and the nasty wording that she put in there. Not really nasty, but it wasn't very nice. It wasn't the hey Ben, come over and have a beer and brats with us, which was my offer this last weekend from her in front of her 50 friends. So looks like Lucas mowed the lawn today. It looks pretty freaking good if you ask me. Here's our lawn. She hates our lawn. It's out of control. She had the landscape guy looking at this stuff. Now this was a problem right here. I completely agree. I'm in the middle of taking care of it. It's not 100% good yet, but it's in process. You can also see all our clover that's in the process of dying right now. It's there, but it's dying because I've been taking care of it. Looks like Lucas missed mowing this. I completely agree. We missed mowing this today. I don't know how it got missed, but whatever, we'll get it taken care of. Let's go see what else we can see about our crappy yard. This planter is overgrown. 100% agree with that. Jamie didn't realize that this was our planter. It actually looks like it belongs on our neighbor's. Looks like it belongs on our neighbor's land, which it doesn't. It's ours. So we will be getting that squared away. It's just a little overgrown. It doesn't look too bad to me, but there's a lot of landscaping. So, our really disgusting lawn here, our unsightly yard. Oh, there's a bike in the front yard. Call the cops. So my biggest concern is that she, not concern, but like befuddlement of humanity, is she offered to help us. She acted like she understood that we're busy and that we're working on it, and she saw us working on it. It's clear that it's being taken care of, and then she just, because she's the president and a lawyer and she knows her legal rights, or just because she has the power to hide behind email instead of saying, hey guys, like I saw that you're making some good progress. We still have these issues that the other antenna, it's got to be down, even though she can't see it. You literally cannot see it. You couldn't see it. Lucas took it down. But she didn't talk to me. She didn't come over and say what up. What's up, neighbor? The people we live next to, who we wave at, whose dog comes into my yard. I counted at least 5 times this winter. Montague, this beautiful, awesome dog, walks over into my yard and takes a big, steaming shit. I guess I need to write a letter to the association about the unruly dog. I wouldn't do that. Look at that. Look at this eyesore. A dead and dying gigantic tree right in front. Oh man. You know, their yard is beautiful. They mow it 3 times a week sometimes, which I'm glad they're able to do that, and that's their passion. I'm spraying. Man, the clover's really cleaned up. Can't do anything about this. So there's a lot of weeds that get blown in over here. So that's what's going on. I honestly don't know what to do. The fact that she lied to me that she's working with the homeowner, the fact that she told us that she'd be willing to help and she hasn't. We have 10 kids, they have 1 dog. They mow their lawn 3 times a week. We have barbecues 3 times a week. Our kids like to jump on the tramp, and I don't like to spray gobs of chemicals all over my yard. I think a little bit of clover for the bees is great. So I need some advice, YouTube land. I need some advice, internet land. I don't know how to deal with this situation. If you've had a similar story to this, I'd love to hear it. Love to hear how you handled it and maintained dignity, because you know there's a thing called being good neighbors.
I mean, that's just being neighborly. I mean, that's just being neighborly. That's just being neighborly. I mean, that's just being neighborly is helping out.
For sure.
So
No,
I'm more
absolutely.
than happy to do that.
The internet is an interesting thing. She's a lawyer, as I mentioned, apparently accomplished. Her uncle was the original Marlboro Man. She seems to be proud about the fact that one of her cousins, who also is a lawyer, represented Jeffrey Dahmer in court. I'll just let that sink in. Anyway, let me know what I should do. Give me some advice. Yeah, the end.
I didn't want this job of president. I got railroaded.
Oh, I didn't even know you were the president.
That's why
excellent.
you're getting
Okay.
stuff from me.
Okay.
It was so funny because Neil and I went to the meeting last year where people were like complaining about things, and we're like, oh my God, nobody's here happy. And so they're like, okay, well, we need new officers. And the folks that were sitting around the table, didn't even know any of their names, and they were like, well, Dana, you know what? You're an attorney, so you should be the person because you don't mind telling people to take care of things. Where the rest of us, we don't want to. And I'm like, no, I don't want to have to look like the neighborhood bad guy. And I was like, everybody should just do their own thing on their own. Everybody should just do their own thing on their own.